It was a simple yes or no answer, bro.
What happened?
You told Jen you respect what comes out of my mouth and that I stand up for myself and don't take no shit.
First of all, Ransom, can I
Oh, no, I'm asking a question because I'm leery. Because last time I got dragged into a call with you, I got fucking japped. So I'm kind of confused that all of a sudden now I'm hearing that respect what comes out of my mouth.
Ransom?
That I don't take any shit.
Ransom?
Yeah.
Are you capable of having it just a
Yes, I
straight
am.
out
Yeah, I am, Joey. But I'm asking a simple question here, and I'd like
Ransom?
to answer.
Ransom? Are you capable of just having an adult conversation, just
Yes,
give
I
and
am.
take, and you know?
Yes, I am, Joey. But I asked a simple question to
No.
which I
Oh,
respected.
hold on. Get out of here. Get out of here. Not you. Oh, he fucking crushed that son of. Hold
What are
on a
you
second,
looking
Rand.
at?
Did you
Ball
see
game?
that? He fucking crushed that. I'm watching the Dodger game right now. Fucking
Oh,
you see
Dodger.
Hold on, I gotta. That it's. I don't. You watch baseball at all?
Dude, I've been a Yankee fan. You want to know a little truth about Ransom? I've been a Yankee fan. I went, my very first game at Yankee Stadium was Mickey Mantle Day.
Dude, I grew up going to Yankee Stadium. I grew up in Brooklyn. He
My
hit
fault.
a shot that won't land for at least a
A day and a
week.
half.
You know when the Dodgers brought that frickin' they signed that Cuban kid, Yasiel Puig. He's
I think I,
this guy's like supposedly he's I mean this kid is like sick. They're comparing him to like Bo Jackson and shit, man. Well, because
holy shit.
he's got a fucking dude. I'm gonna tell you this right now, bro. He hits for power. He hits for average. He fucking is about as fast as Kenny Lofton. Last night,
I, I hate to break this to you. I am not a baseball fan. I am a Yankee fan.
no, I hear you. I hear you. I know what you mean.
I couldn't tell you. Look. The only reason I know who's on any other team in the American League is when we play them.
Right. No, I hear you. Like I said, I grew up in Brooklyn. I know exactly the kind of people you're talking about. Anyways, Ransom, look, let's just have a straight up
I am. That's why I'm
conversation.
asking. That's why I'm asking this
No, the
question.
truth is no. I never said that to her. I never said, and I would never say that to her because here's my thing. Okay. Um,
So she lied to me. All
I
right.
don't know. Maybe she just confused. I don't talk to Jenny that often.
I
You
was
know.
talking to her one day, and she said she got a call from you.
Right.
And the words, you respect what comes out of my mouth because I stand up for myself.
No, I fuck with you more than anything, and I probably shouldn't do. That's not right because look, here's the deal, okay? I think I don't want to say you're a bad guy because I don't know you, dude. Okay, and it's like I talk to Adam, Sticks and shit like that. When I talk to him, he's a real
Who?
cool
Who?
Sticks.
Adam
Adam.
is Adam is like my son.
Okay, well here's the thing. Okay, I talked to that guy just one on one, and he's a really nice guy. I mean,
He's got some
seriously,
issues.
he's a very. We all do, but
No, he's got
he,
some. No, I talked to him like in depth. No, he's got
yeah,
some.
I know. I hear you. Maybe he's got an issue, but the fact is, the fact remains that he is actually a very nice guy. The problem is I don't know if it's just immaturity or what he
He's
does.
7.
Yeah, okay, it makes. But even at 17, bro, you
Some
know,
of us, yeah, some of us grew up
I
different.
know, bro. Okay, and
Yeah.
here's the thing, Ransom. Okay, you guys are always gonna get yourself in trouble because to you the way you guys act, it's funny to you, and I get it, dude. I mean, I understand. All right, I'm 42 years old, and I still think farts are funny, dude. Okay, I laugh at that shit. If a fucking guy burps or farts, dude, I can't contain myself. I get it. But the thing is, though, you guys don't understand the theory of look, if certain people just freaking don't agree, fine, you just walk away, dude. I mean, trust me, I've had to deal with that.
All right, here's the thing. Let me explain something.
All right.
I'm not. I don't mean to cut you off, but I'm going to
No,
explain
go
the
ahead, go
point
ahead,
I'm
go
getting
ahead,
at.
go ahead.
Right? I don't act out. I react.
Okay.
Okay. When
Right.
I am fucked with, I fuck back.
Well, what did Jen, Ty, and Vendetta do to you?
First of all, Jen and Ty are fucking. They're. I want to put this without it sounding normal for me.
Okay.
I'm trying to do that respectful adult conversation thing.
All right.
When you cock block me for no reason, I kind of get pissed off.
How did they cock block you?
Well, I was banned on their fucking land before I ever showed up on it.
Okay, but that's not cock blocking. They just banned you.
What? I don't get a reason. So basically, so if I took it to my level and I punched one of them in the face for no reason, that would be okay.
Do you think that would be okay?
Well, apparently it is because if you can fucking lock me out of someplace for no reason, I can react for no reason.
Okay, here's honest to God. Okay, and this is not me agreeing with what they did because okay,
And
go
the
ahead.
whole accusing me of DJ Quad shit is hilarious.
Yeah, I thought that was I've even not stood up for you, but there ain't no way you're DJ Quad. There ain't no way, and I'll just leave it at that.
Look, this dude
Okay.
has voiced, right?
I don't even care. I never even heard the guy. All I know is I would never fuck with him because that guy's got powers that, well, put it this way, dude. He's got powers that only guys I go to school with have, and I'm not going to get them involved in my bullshit in SL, dude. It's embarrassing enough that I spend as much time as I do in it. But here's the thing, straight out, okay?
Number now Vendetta. I'm at a Hawk show one night with Ash.
Okay.
He stands just watching it, being a fan, not fucking starting no shit, not doing nothing. I'm walking out the door of their arena.
Okay.
You know, I'm kayfabbing it completely.
Right.
Walking out the door, I accidentally hit. Ash is talking to me. I accidentally hit my fucking mic.
Which Ash? I'm sorry, which Ash?
Ash Faith,
Oh, okay.
the other criminal.
No, they're both kind of douches if you ask me, but whatever.
I'll get on the Ash Corwell thing later. But Ash Faith actually is not a douchebag. I talk to him all the time. He's a good dude. He's a little goofy, a little fucked up, but he's a good dude. Trust me.
I'm sorry, but that's not for me. That's just not a voice of merit. I'm sorry, but but go on, please go on. Continue.
My
Continue.
opinion.
Yeah,
But
no, that's fine.
I hit my mic, and my music was playing
Okay,
on my computer,
right.
which comes now through my mic.
No, I've had that happen. I know what that means.
The next day, I'm told I'm a fucking master hacker, and I hacked their sound system.
Oh my god, that's ridiculous. Whoever said that's kind of insane.
Vendetta.
Okay, I can't. That's hard for me to. I'm not saying you're lying, but that's hard for me to digest because.
Listen, if I could hack their sound system,
Right.
that would mean I could hack their group, right?
You could probably, yeah, I'm sure it
So
depends.
if I'm such a master hacker and an asshole, and I could hack their group, why would I just hack their sound system? Why wouldn't I fire the whole roster?
Do you know why you're not a master hacker, bro?
Because I don't know how to hack.
I know you don't. Because if you did, VWE would never have a show. Frickin' Hawks would never have a show. I mean, I'm telling you. You don't have to convince me, dude. There ain't no way in the world I believe you're a frickin' hacker, and there ain't certainly no way I believe you're frickin' DJ Quad. Okay, but
I'm not a griefer. I've never crashed anything in my life except my own computer.
Dude, you're not a griefer. You're an asshole. Okay, I'm just being honest with you.
See, I can respect that because I don't have a problem being an asshole.
I know you don't. That's the problem. you see what I'm saying? Here's the thing. Oh, he friggin' dude. That's extra bases. I'm sorry, dude. I'm trying to watch the game.
That's all right. That's all right. I do the same thing with the
Right
Yankees.
on. Hey, listen. Let me just talk for a second, okay? Because I'm saying this with all due respect, bro. Okay, I'm not trying to be a dick. I know I told you to go fuck your mother the last time. That was probably not the coolest thing, and I apologize for that, dude. I'm gonna just apologize for that because that wasn't nice. Okay, that's really not who I am. But
I respect that.
here's the thing, okay? You already have 1,000 strikes against you with this group of people because of shit you've done as freaking Ransom, as Val, and all that other shit.
I'm not. But by the way, I'm not Val. I know her.
Okay, that's
I've heard her
fine.
sing.
That's fine. You can say what you will. Okay. My point is,
I've heard her
people.
sing.
Okay, but you know what? It doesn't matter if you are or not because nobody believes that you're not Val, and that's the problem. Okay. Secondly, all the shit that you've been involved in, okay, you're the one that tends to look like the asshole usually in the end. I'm not saying you are. I'm not saying you're wrong. Okay? I'm just saying that hold on. I'm just saying that you're the one that usually comes out looking like the bad guy. Okay? And I'm trying to do this in the most respectful way. And so you have no you just have no room for error. If you do anything stupid or even if it's just a mistake, they're going to assume you did that on purpose and you did it to freaking grief and you did it for that. Now, am I saying that's right? No, it's not. Okay, but I got to be honest with you. Your problems are are because of what you created for. Now keep in mind, I'm a firm believer that the majority of the people in this fucking community are assholes anyway, and I'm not lying. And I'll say that to anyone. Most of them. You're talking about a community that features the most immature people in the world, and it didn't used to be like that. I tell people, I go back to this community since 2009, and there was a lot more credible people there. Nowadays, they're few and far between. So for you, Styx and Ash and those guys, to be consider the worst of the worst, bro, dude, you guys really have to start some shit. And again, I'm not trying to say that you're wrong.
No. But see, part of that, which these assholes don't understand, is kayfabe. When I got into wrestling, see, when I was a kid, I'm older than you.
Okay.
By the way.
Which is shocking. Very few are in this community.
Well, here's the thing. You're 41, 42. And I said my first ball game at the old stadium was Mickey Mantle Day.
Right. I figured that's when I was thinking that it was some kind of special bad day. Okay, yeah, you're a couple years older than me, so we're basically the same age. But go on.
No, I'm 9 years older than you.
Oh, really? Oh, that was the first day you went. Okay, never mind. Wow. Okay.
First game, I was 68. I was six or 7.
You're 51 years old.
Yeah. And I'm an angry motherfucker.
No, I know, bro. I mean, but here's the thing. You come into a community.
I learned a long time ago, you don't win fights taking punches.
Okay.
When people throw shit on me, I throw more shit back.
Yeah, but there's no punches in this thing.
But to your point, they're the community, I'm the outsider, so it makes me look bad. But see, here's the thing. I love controversy. That's what I got into wrestling for.
Okay.
90% of what I did in the beginning was kayfabe.
Right.
When I first got into wrestling, my first thing in wrestling was I got hired by Maven Gothley, the idiot, when he was doing One Night Only. I wrote that show.
Okay.
I wrote that, and you can ask anybody involved in it. Well, don't ask the Hexes because they suck Maven's dick and they'll lie. But
no, I don't. I believe you. I believe you.
I sat up all night long with Ash Faith in that fucking arena, and we wrote that show. The motherfucker fired me 2 days before the show because I was trying to figure out how to work the monitor. Because I've never worked one before. And I'm talking on voice with Ash, and fucking next thing I know, I hear Maven fucking yelling at me to shut up and listen. Shut up and listen. I'm like, dude, I'm not listening to some 20-year-old kid telling me to shut up. I said, dude, I'll come fucking punch you in your face.
You can't punch him, though. That's the problem.
Yes, I can. I know where the fuck he lives. But
you're not going to fucking drive all the way down to Ohio to knock the crap out of him.
Good enough reason I will.
You won't. I mean, let's be realistic here. Again, we're the elders here.
I am being realistic. For the right reason, I will go anywhere and punch anybody in their face.
Okay, let me just put this together real quick so we're on the same page. Somebody in SL Wrestling could actually drive you so fucking crazy you'll drive like thousands of miles just to fucking punch them.
Certain words and certain sayings, yes, they will.
Have you done that yet?
Have I? I've asked Scott Hex. I've given Scott Hex and Damon Hex my fucking address because we're both in Massachusetts.
Okay, well,
and I begged them to come here.
Look, Ransom, you're not going to.
Here's the thing. Being called a pedophile, is enough to fuck you up.
Yeah, but you got to understand, it's not going to happen. You're not going to fight with guys. You're not going to physically be able to fight.
Because they won't show up.
Trust me. If there was a few people. Okay, there was a time when if I could have, I would have personally flown to fucking Georgia to knock Vince Aftermath right in the mouth. I would have loved to do it, but what's the point? I'm not going to be able to find the guy. I'm not going to be. I mean, he and I are cool now, but it's just
the point
stupid.
The point is, 90% of the people have been given my real life information,
which is pretty stupid on your side because there's people.
No. It was given out. I didn't give it away. It was given out.
Oh, somebody did it. Well, dude, why don't you turn that into freaking Linen Labs? They take that shit seriously.
No, they don't. No, they don't because the fucking bitch is still in Second Life.
Were you able to prove that she did it?
Yeah.
Well, then you know what? You can't... Dude, even if Linen Labs didn't take care of it, the police department would, because since 9/11, that's considered a terrorist threat. They take that shit seriously.
Well, some of us are cop callers and some of us aren't, Joey.
There's
reasons, personal reasons why I don't dig the police.
Hey, I hear you. I'm not against the police, but I'm not necessarily for them either. But it's
So anyway, yeah, I am not worried about somebody showing up, or I'm not worried about any. I'm more worried about somebody giving me a phony address to show up to punch them in their face.
yeah, nobody's gonna give you their address, dude, because to them you're a fucking crazy guy.
You
So
know why? You know why? Because I may say some fucked up shit, and I may do, but you know what? Very rarely do I lie.
let me ask you this, just straight
Right?
out. Let me just ask you this: what is your ultimate agenda?
My
Eh,
ultimate agenda
no, no, no,
is
no, no, no. Let me finish. What is
okay.
your ultimate agenda in SL wrestling?
I was getting to that.
Okay.
When I after the whole Maven thing, after I wrote a show and he fired me, Aislinn hired me in XLW.
She's all right. I like her. She's nice.
There's things about Aislinn you don't want to
That's
know.
and that's fine. I again, it's
She was all right at once, and she basically screwed her way to. Well, first of all, she was screwing around with people behind Smash
anyways,
Baskets.
go. I just again, without going through the whole
Oh,
story, what is
when
just
I
your
was a
ultimate
kid, when I
agenda?
was a kid, when I
Okay.
was a kid, I grew up in the New York metropolitan area.
Right.
Brooklyn kid, I grew up in the area.
What really what part?
Where- I'm from Connecticut. To me,
Where's
that's
your,
the New York metropolitan area, isn't it? The New York, the tri-state area, whatever the
oh,
fuck you
okay.
want to
All
call
right,
it.
all right. No, cause I'm from Brooklyn. So anyway, go on.
Well, my grandfather was born in Hell's Kitchen, and my grandmother was born in Brooklyn.
Well, yeah. So
That way long time ago, back when Brooklyn was all Italian.
I come from an Italian neighborhood, and it wasn't always all Italian. Trust me, but I come from. I don't know if you ever heard of
Well,
Bensonhurst, but
1920s, 1930s, it was pretty much all
yeah.
Italian.
Well, there's a lot of Irish and Jews too. So,
Well,
I mean,
the Irish were Hell's Kitchen area.
well, that and the Puerto Ricans and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, we're
But
talking
anyway,
back.
anyways, we're getting. I just want to know what your ultimate agenda is, not really your whole life
I was a
story.
Shane Douglas fan. I loved ECW. I
Oh
caught
God. Okay.
ECW one night in early '94 on the old MSG network. Remember that?
Yeah, absolutely.
The old MSG network. They carried reruns of ECW Sunday nights. No, well, actually Sunday morning at 1 o'clock in the
Right on.
morning.
Okay.
And I was up one night drunk, and I saw it, and I was like, the Shane Douglas image. I loved it.
Right on.
My agenda into Second Life Wrestling is to fucking change, not completely, not a complete revolution, not a complete overhaul, because everybody is a fan of a different style of wrestling,
Right.
but there should be room for the people who are a little more extreme.
So, are you saying
Well,
that your ultimate thing is to start a Fed?
I'm trying to start one now. I have land, I have an arena, I have a small roster. Unfortunately, I've got the Hexes trying to poach my roster every 5 minutes. So
Yeah, because it's just it's never gonna work
why is it not going to work?
because nobody worth working with you or nobody worth working with is not gonna work with you. And I'm not saying that to be a dick. I'm saying that to be honest.
Now, what if I can? What if I run shows for 6, 8 months religiously and prove I can do it?
Won't happen.
Why?
Because no one's good. It won't happen. You don't have the capability of doing that. Because I mean, it's possible. I'm not going to lie to you. Anything's possible. Okay, but the truth is, you develop such a persona for yourself that the only people that are going to join,
Famous. You know, I haven't been in a wrestling ring in 3 months, and I'm the most talked about fucking wrestler in Second Life.
but that's fine. But you know what? Casey Anthony was the most talked about woman in the United States. Does that, do you think she'd get invited to go see the president?
I don't want to go see the president.
But my point is here's the thing: you've got this like reputation of being such an asshole that the only people that will follow you into a Fed, and I'm not really not going to mention any names on this because they all know who they are, but it's really the flotsam and the jetsam that can't make it in other Feds because their attitudes are shitty. They want to fight with everybody. You're basically going to deal with guys like you. And here's the thing: I mean, seriously, the first time there's going to be a lot of guys that you tell them, "Hey, I want you to freaking go put this person over," and they're not going to want to do it. I mean, let me. I'm not saying Maven's going to work with you, but Maven's a perfect example of a guy that didn't get his way, so he orchestrated a walkout in the middle of a fucking show, dude.
And
You
you
know,
know what? That was bullshit.
it was,
But
regardless of it.
but it was right after I was fired for bullshit reasons from XLW.
But
So
it
I
doesn't
can't
matter.
laugh about it.
But here's the thing: there's a certain thing called respect for the business. Okay, and it's honestly that you put the business first. You put your respect for the business first. Okay, and the problem is you don't respect the business.
Oh no, you're wrong there. I
I'm
don't.
not wrong.
It's not the business I don't respect. It's the fucking people running it.
I know, and I'm with you on that. I
And you
understand
know
that,
what?
but
It's run by two feds, and I don't respect them.
it's not run by two feds. It's two feds that keep going because they're doing it better than anybody else. Okay,
Listen, if you don't kiss Seth's ass, you don't get his HUDs.
Seth's not
Which
in.
means
No, it's not that. It's not that, bro. Okay, because here's the thing: you got yourself banned from certain feds for whatever reason. Okay, and if you're gonna sit here and tell me that you get banned because they freaking bully you or something, I'm not gonna buy that. I've seen you in action. I know because
I
trust me.
bully back. No, I bully back, and they don't like that part.
No, it's but again, you want to make things to what you think is a better way. You want to try to bring a different style of of wrestling to SL, which I can respect. I dig that. But you go about it by vilifying everybody else in the meantime. And you said it yourself. You do it because you like controversy and it's kayfabe and it's this and that. Well, unfortunately, most of these people in this community, when I say most, I'm talking 90% of them, they don't understand what kayfabe is. They look at it as you just being a dick and starting shit with them. They don't understand the business either. That's why I'm saying when I tell you that you don't understand the business, you don't respect it, and I'm not putting you down for it. It's just most of the people in this community don't at all. There's only a couple of people. I'm not going to mention their names because I don't want you starting to rip on people. And we're just having a simple civil conversation. But that's the problem. You're not going to be able to get anybody of credibility to follow you, and it won't last long. And you're going to be struggling to put shows together. Do you plan to wrestle in your Fed?
For the first month or two, maybe.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Well, I've got people who want to wrestle me already.
Yeah, it's trust me. It's an episode. It's a recipe for disaster. Have you ever run a Fed before?
I ran this Fed once before earlier for 6 months before I was basically sabotaged. I made two major mistakes in personnel.
What Fed was it?
UCW.
What is it?
UCW.
Okay, see, I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm embarrassed because I haven't never heard of it.
It's a small underground Fed.
Yeah.
We're Indian. We don't want. See, the whole thing is we don't want to be. I don't want to be the VWE. I don't want to be the DCWF.
I don't blame you.
Not because of who they are, but what they are. Perception wise. See, to me, I see UCW. I see VWE as that's. I'm not gonna bullshit you, man. That's the Holy Grail. That's WWE.
Yeah, it's the WWE of
and DCWF is TNA or what used to be WCW.
DCWF is basically PRWW now. They are because once Eric Stewart left,
I'm correlating it to the shit.
Yeah, and DC. I'm just telling you, DCWF is not TNA. It's because their stories aren't there. They don't have the writing capability, and people may hear that and think that I'm putting them down, and it's not meant to. It's just
but in Second Life, those are the two big feds.
The reason why the VWE is the WWE is because one, they have the look, and two, they basically, in my opinion, they copy virtually anything and everything they can from the real life WWE. When I was running UWS, when people would come to me and their applications say, "Yeah, I want to be the frickin' Rock," or "I want to be Triple H," or whatever, I just send them straight to VWE. Because I'm not looking for those guys. Why would you come watch it at our place when you can just see it on TV?
See, I'm going to be Shane Douglas because I know Troy.
That's fine, and that's cool. But it's
because nobody in Second Life can do it,
and that's possible. You may be right there. I don't know. I don't know for sure.
Because out of the words of your mouth, nobody's that big of an asshole.
No, trust me. Well, you know what? In my opinion, bro, it's. You'd be hard to surpass there. I mean, you're a tough one, but again, I wish you all the luck in the world with it, dude. I honestly do. I hope it works out for you. I just hope you find a place that makes you one happy, and two, some place that you can do your own thing and kind of just get along with everybody, or just disregard them, either or, because you had to have enough of being the bad guy, haven't you? I mean, it doesn't.
I like being the bad guy because you know what? Because like I said, I haven't been in a ring technically in about 2.5 years. For more than a hot minute here or there somewhere, but But I mean, my name's still bandied around. I love it how I have friends of mine come around and say, "Dude, they're talking about you on the digital roundtable again. They're talking about how they ought to come stab you in the
They're
back
not.
and
They're
cut
not
your throat."
talking about you. They're just ripping on you. There's a
Well, and
difference.
still, here's the thing though. Why am I that big of an issue if I'm so insignificant and
Because they know
I
it
don't even
bothers you.
wrestle?
Because they know it bothers you.
It doesn't bother me. They don't understand that. See, it doesn't bother me. It keeps my name in their mouth. And I was told a long time ago by a very wise man, if you're in somebody's mouth and you're not in their face, you're in their head.
That's trust me. You're just in their mouth. You're not
Well,
in
as
their
long as
head.
I'm in their mouth, well, in a very graphic way, if I'm in their mouth, I hope they're enjoying it as much as
They
I
are.
am.
They just because again.
Because Joey, not one of them would come to my house and try and cut my
No,
throat.
nobody's gonna drive to frickin' nobody. No matter how much you piss me off, it's not worth it driving all the way to Connecticut to frickin' fight you, bro. You know, I got better things to do with my life, dude, and I don't take SL that seriously. Nobody should. Seriously,
Well,
nobody
when, I,
should.
when people were talking about stabbing me in the back and cutting my throat,
Well, I don't know anyone said that. I just people I
oh,
talk, they
oh,
just call you a
I heard
douche.
it.
They call you
I
a
heard.
douche. That's it. You know, and they make
Call
fun of
me
you
a
that way.
douche. Don't call me a douche. Don't call me a douche because how many of them? Because let me catch my breath for a minute because I don't want to get rambunctious here. But how much dirt are they really hiding themselves? I mean, everything I do is right out in the public, right out in the open. I say it right off the bat.
Nobody's in.
I'll admit, dude, I'm an asshole. I'm not gonna fucking lie.
Nobody's
But
innocent.
see, I know people that have worked in VWE, and how about all the dirty, grimy shit they do behind the scenes?
I, look, I'm not gonna sit here and defend VWE to anybody.
The
Okay,
most
but
perverse, the most perverse fucking federation in fucking wrestling.
I don't see it that way. I just see them as just an SL Fed. I don't. It doesn't make a difference to me because it's not a priority in my life. I just enjoy. It's something I have fun with. But understand something. Okay, keep something in mind. The fact is, while Jen and I are maybe not great friends or nothing, we get along, and I consider her a friend. Vendetta's always been very kind to me. Ty is an absolute sweetheart. Okay, and I get you guys have your issues with them. They banned you. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't blame them for banning you.
Well,
I don't.
here's the thing. I don't ban anybody on my Fed. I don't ban anybody at my shows. I don't mute anybody. See, I don't
Not
fucking.
yet. Not
No, I
yet.
won't. You know what? And unless somebody comes in there and actually griefs, if
Yeah.
I have somebody who comes in there as a fan and they're running their mouth, great.
I
It's
agree.
fucking
That's the way it
heat.
should be.
It's fucking heat. It's heat. I remember being at one show where Bannock and Ludi, who I get along with Ludi very well,
Yeah, Lou's a good guy.
still, they sat in the fucking arena and they motherfucked me from non-stop, and I was only announcing at the show.
Right.
And it's, I was announcing with Lord Kane at the time, and he goes, dude, doesn't that shit piss you off? I said, no, it's heat.
Exactly.
Fucking heat sells.
And
That's what these people in Second Life don't understand. Heat sells.
And I'm going to agree with you 110% there because you got people at VWE, DCWF, Hawks, VAW, to show you that they don't know the first thing about wrestling is that's what it's supposed to happen. People are supposed to come and talk shit. If you don't like it, then you shouldn't be doing pro wrestling. That's what it is. If you get any heat is good. If a guy that doesn't like you outside of the ring is willing to come out there and come to your show and talk shit about you, good. It's called the reaction.
Fucking heat.
What's the worst thing that can happen to a wrestler when he walks out on that stage?
He comes out to dead silence.
No reaction whatsoever. That's the worst thing that can happen.
Now you see a little method to my madness.
No, because
I've-
you
and
take
Joe,
it
I've
way
run
too
shows-
far, dude.
I've run shows where there's been, and I'll tell you the God's honest truth. I swear on my mother's life. I've run shows before. I had to close down for a couple different few reasons, but we had 40 people in the arena.
Right on.
40 people that fucking stayed to the last minute.
That's good then. Then
And you know
I
what?
was.
And only 3 of them were from the wrestling community. See, I'm not trying to sell my Fed to other wrestlers.
Good, because I don't know many of them that would follow you that are worth a damn. And that's just not being a dick. Again, that's just me being
But
honest.
see, here's the thing, though. I don't want them there because you know what? They're fucking... Half of the fuck... You go to half of them shows, there's 10, 15 people there, and there's 5 or 10 alts to make it look like they have a crowd.
Well, you know what? When you put alts in a crowd, that looks stupid. But I'm not against using alts in the show because You know what?
Using alternate show is not what I'm talking about. They have them in their crowd to make it look like
Yeah,
they have.
that's pretty stupid. But trust me, I know what it's like to get caught up in the whole wanting to get the numbers and want to be the biggest drawing. And trust me, that just adds to the problems. What you want to do is just go out there and put on a good show that you're happy with. Because look, there is nobody here, okay, that's making any money off of this. They'll say they do, but they're not. Okay, like for instance with VWE, and this is not me just ripping down VWE. This is just me being honest and making an honest assessment. You know, certain people would call VWE a business. Well, and they say, well, we sold a couple T-shirts, we sold some mugs and shit. Okay, well, how much was the land? How much did you spend on production? How much did you spend on this? If you want to go there and say that VWE is a business, then guess what? It's the biggest failure in the history of SL Wrestling. Because I guarantee you they lost more money than they made. You know, it's all it is a leisure of it's like a passion project for everybody. You're not doing this to make money. You're doing this just to have fun and do something that you don't do in real life. And you know, it's like getting all fucking serious over like a freaking Twilight RP or a freaking Marvel Comics RP. You understand what I'm saying? It's just go do your thing and be happy, bro. And
We're doing it.
but do it. But just if people bother you, bro, in the community, freaking ignore them and just disregard them, dude. Because you know that. Trust me, eventually you're gonna get out of there. I'll tell you what I told Maven, because this kind of you could probably take some from this too, whether you want to or not. But you know, brings up his biggest deal is he's like, well, I'm tired of people bringing up my past, and you know they don't do shit. Well, guess what, Maven? The problem they bring up your past is because they don't bring up your past. They just bitch you for what you do in the present. You haven't changed from what you've done in the past. And eventually, when Maven just keeps his mouth shut and goes off the radar, nobody cares, and nobody talks about him or anything. You know, just do your thing.
Like I said, man, like I said, I was off the radar for the longest time, and I'm still in their fucking mouths.
Yeah, but again, it's like so was Charles Manson. Okay.
But you know what? And personally, I fucking love that I'm in their fucking mouths.
I know, but again, so does Charles
Because
Manson.
These people have built more of a legend of infamy or whatever you want to call it. I wouldn't call it legendary status like Jesus or.
No, they built an
But
asshole
they
status.
make me more notorious for shit, accusing me of shit than I ever done.
But here's the thing: you're looking at it as, well, hey, they're building you up to be something great, but they're not. They're building you up to make sure nobody fucking wants to be near you.
Well, that's funny because I've got a roster full of fucking idiots that want to be near me.
And you just said it. You just said it.
But you know what though? Everybody deserves a second chance, and some people don't.
Not everybody.
Well, you know what? I beg to differ with you. That's why.
That's cool.
That's why they have the. That's why they have the Court of Appeals.
I wish you all the luck with that.
Well, you know what? These certain misfits that I supposedly have, they show up for every meeting. They train for their matches. They're working their matches out diligently.
Right. Good.
Because I've told them the pitches. Look, man, this is your last fucking shot. And if you fuck up with me, how fucked up are you? Because I'm a fuck up.
You'll give them another shot, bro. You'll give them another shot because you'll need them to make a show.
No, I won't. Because you know what? I've got fucking 4 rookies on my roster.
I'll tell you what. Go ahead and send me an invite to your first show, bro. I'll show up, dude. I'll go there with Ludi and we'll freaking support you. We'll freaking.
Well, bring Ludi and motherfuck me.
Well, we won't go that far, but yeah, I'll check out your show, dude, and whatever. I mean, but like I said, dude, I don't believe everyone deserves a second chance because I believe in the old saying that. You know, you stick your hand on the fire and it gets burnt. It's the fire's fault. You stick your hand on the fire again and it gets burnt. You know, that's your fault.
Well, shit, if I get burnt by one of them, they're fucking done.
Yeah, there's just certain people, that I know in the community that, if and when I decide to start a Fed again, I would never give them the fucking chance because I know it's beating a dead horse. There's certain people that either are going to help you move forward or they're going to keep you. They're going to keep you back, and you got to decide.
David Hawkasser once told me that I should make an alt and shut up for 8 months.
Yeah, and you should.
And I'm like, well, I can't because I'm outspoken to begin with.
Right? Yeah, they'd find out it was you.
You know, and personally, I don't believe in PG wrestling.
Yeah, and you're like Heck Troy in that sense, where Heck Troy's tried a million times to come up with an alt and keep his mouth shut, but he can't do it. And within a month or so, they find out it's him. You know, it's you'd never be able to do that. You know, I've told that to Maven. I told David that I told that to Maven. You know, that frickin' just because Maven just wanted to get into VWE forever. I said, create an alt. Don't ever use the mic. Just go there, shut up, do what they ask you to do, and you work hard. Eventually, they'll frickin' call your number. You know, that's the way it goes. And but you want, and you're probably better off. And I don't tell this to many people. I'll tell this to you. Nobody's gonna fucking hire you, so you're better off starting your own thing because you want to do something different anyway.
Yeah.
You know, so by all means.
And I don't mean when I say extreme, I don't mean hardcore. 'Cause I've been to some XLW shows and I watched what they call hardcore. And the dude used a staple gun 35 times in a match and didn't use a wrestling move. And to me, that's not hardcore. That's That's Saw or something.
Well, the problem is, man, freaking extreme wrestling and all that freaking hardcore wrestling and shit. That's horrible for wrestling in the first place, even in real life, dude, because it desensitizes everybody and suddenly it doesn't make it cool anymore. You know?
It depends on the amount. See, me, personally, my style isn't hardcore. My image is.
Okay.
I believe in being a technical wrestler with an attitude. And, you bend the rules, you break the rules, you twist the rules. But I'm not, like, coming out like a New Jack.
Right.
And I watched New Jack's shoot interview, and New Jack basically said he had to pretend he couldn't wrestle because that's what people wanted.
Yeah. Well, he found the niche. He found something that they wanted.
Like I said, I grew up a Shane Douglas fan. Not the dynamic dude Shane Douglas, not Shane Douglas, not the Dean Douglas one. ECW, the franchise Shane Douglas, to me was the shit.
Yeah, to me, ECW I thought was pretty cool until the third show, and it was like, okay, what's next? And there was nothing next, and it never.
Well, what happened?
Better.
What happened was they got caught up, like with the Ian and Axel Rotten feud. People got caught up in that, and that's what they expected all the time. They expected New Jack to be New Jack all the time.
Well, I could see that where you're going with that, but my opinion is, I think that it got fucked up because there's just it was a loser idea to begin with. The beauty about hardcore was you had a couple hardcore wrestlers. You had like Terry Funk, and guys like that. And when they'd get in the ring, it was something to see because you never saw that.
Yep.
Then it got to the point to where you got a Fed that features nothing but hardcore. It's.
Well, that's not true, Joey.
It'd be like a cage. It'd be like a cage Fed. What if you had a Fed that did nothing but cage matches? Eventually.
I see your point, but see, I watched it for years. You got to remember, Chris Benoit made his name in ECW. Showed in Jericho. Showed in Eddie Guerrero. Showed in Dean Malenko. It was the first Fed to bring in luchadors. Shane Douglas was a pretty good technical wrestler.
Right.
Loud and cocky and mouthy and abusive. That part maybe I could see where people got overdrawn. Al Snow, a pretty good technical wrestler. But then again, on your point, you had Ian Rotten, Balls Mahoney, Raven, who was sometimes overblown, Tommy Dreamer, who did nothing but take crazy fucking bumps.
Right.
Like if they would have told Tommy, we're going to shoot you in the leg with a gun, but it's just part of the show, I think he would have done it. But people who didn't watch ECW enough didn't see the technical parts of it. All they saw was the violence and the mayhem and the craziness, which, it was a Philly crowd. They were fucking savages anyway. They're Flyer fans.
Right. Now, trust me, you don't have to explain to me a Philly crowd, bro. But at the same time, though, that's the thing. It's the beauty about hardcore and extreme matches were that they were hardcore and they were extreme. But I guess it's like, if you're an ice cream fan, dude, if you eat freaking strawberry ice cream every day for 2 weeks straight, eventually you're going to have a hankering for chocolate or something, bro.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm going to do in my Fed. I'm not going. It's an extreme Fed. It's not hardcore. And the extreme part is going to be the attitude. We're going to push them. We're going to do some hardcore shit. We're going to do some shit that people in Second Life Wrestling are probably going to go, oh, them cocksuckers, I knew them fucking idiots would go. They went too far.
Is that what you want?
Too far. Yeah, because you know why? Because I think people should have a place where they're allowed to be creatively free. And if they come up to me with an idea and I think it sounds good, I'm going to let them run with it.
Who is it that you expect to show up at your shows to watch you and support
I've got people that fucking aren't part of the Second Life Wrestling community that want to come and see it.
Okay. Right on.
Okay. I've got a guy who runs a shop that wants to fucking put a fucking banner up in his shop.
That's
because he sat there for an hour and listened to my ideas.
right on. That's
I'm not trying to sell to the wrestling community because the wrestling community and I don't see eye to eye because we'll use the ice cream thing. They're vanilla. To me, they're vanilla.
I don't blame you for saying. I understand where you're coming from with that. I don't necessarily agree, but I get it.
Look, they're vanilla.
Right.
They're vanilla. Fucking Ash Cuervo is a complete ripoff of Ash Faith and Shinja. That glass table bit Shinja did, do you know they refused to let Ash Faith do the same bit in VW, but they let Shinja do it?
Shinja's Shinja, though. That's why.
Well, you know, why does he get credit for why does he get credit for inventing a bit that somebody was already doing?
One, I'm not sure about the chronological approach you're taking with that. And that's fine. But here's the thing. Oh, son of a bitch, he's doing it again. That guy I told you about, that freaking Cuban guy? Yeah. He just fucking got up and hit another one. I got to text my... Jesus.
You know what? On a side note, because I'm probably a bigger baseball fan than I am wrestling.
Right.
And I grew up with some old shit. I use uTorrent, and you know what I downloaded the other day?
What'd you download?
You're a Dodger. The 1965 Dodgers-Minnesota Twins World Series.
Oh, no shit. I think that was their first...
The Dodgers lost.
Was that... Oh, wait, okay, the Dodgers lost it because the first one they won in L.A. was against the A's.
No. They lost the first two games in 65. And then they went on to win in 7 games. But the Twins beat Koufax and Drysdale the first 2 fucking games.
Yeah.
Lost the World Series.
That's freaking. I love it. You gotta understand. I'm a third generation Dodger fan.
Dude, my mother had a box when she moved out. She moved to Florida. She moved to Tampa, Florida, with her second husband. And she had a box in the attic. We're cleaning it out, and I'm like, "What do you want me to do with this?" She goes, "Oh, it's just junk. Get rid of it." So I'm bringing it downstairs, and the box opens. Dude, there was a fucking 1956 Brooklyn Dodgers Ebbett Field program, and I'm like, "Get rid of it, you fucking."
Man,
I've got that in someplace in my apartment locked away. I don't even know where the fuck it is. That's how safely I locked it away.
Do you know what that would just go for on eBay alone?
It's got autographs in it. Joe Black, Jackie Robinson, Campanella, Pee Wee Reese, Gil Hodges, Duke Schneider, Carl Ferrillo.
Bro, that's that. You know what, bro? I'd like to get that appraised, man. If you ever get that appraised, just keep me informed of what that goes for. That would be sweet.
He's got the pennants from Ebbets Field. Them bones.
I got cousins that had this shit from my aunts and uncles from Ebbets and shit. I have one uncle. He's fucking God. The guy won't die. He's like freaking 80-something. He's had cancer like four fucking times, and his heart actually tried to strangle him once. Or his freaking, or not his. I mean his. He had a hernia.
Stubborn Italian, right?
He got a hernia one time, and it freaking rolled up and started wrapped around his heart and tried to squeeze his heart, and it did nothing. This guy,
Italian guy, right?
Yeah, he is. He's like Ben Affleck in Armageddon. He just won't die, dude. He's just
my father's father. See, I'm Italian on my father's side,
right?
And my father's grandfather had like 7 strokes before he died.
Jesus.
I remember being a kid. He couldn't talk. All he could do was grunt. Wow. And he had a big garden in the back of their yard. And he would tend the garden, and he had a little stand up on the road where he sold fucking vegetables, and he had like 7 fucking strokes. He scared the fuck out of him because all he could do was grunt.
Fuck. Anyways, let's get back to the friggin' Ash thing. I don't look. Here's the thing, and I'm gonna put my cards on the table right now, and you can say what you want. I know where you're coming from with it. One guy I have the utmost respect for, and he's a good friend, and I will always go to bat for him, even though he's had his moments of that, we're not the greatest, is DZ.
I don't know DZ.
You do, Derek Zane. Okay.
I don't know Derek. I've never dealt with Derek. Actually, I did. I asked Derek to make me a pair of boots once, and he laughed in my face and said, "Nobody wears boots like that anymore." I said, "That's why I want them." That's
wow. I would think that. Well, let me just explain Derek's approach. Okay, Derek is a real life worker, and he trained, the way a real life worker does. Derek's problem is, and
he was trained by Supreme, wasn't he?
What's that?
I heard he was trained by Supreme.
I don't think so. No, he was trained by a guy named Andre. He may have worked with him. I know he's worked with a lot of guys I've seen locally on television out here and stuff. But the guy knows his shit. He's a benefit to anybody that works with him and they listen to him, because he'll teach you how to make a show the right way. But like I said, most people aren't interested in that. They're interested in doing their own thing. They're interested in marking out for whatever they, hero they have or whatever. And it is what it is. Guys like Styx and Ash, they get pissed at him because Derek doesn't want to he wanted to teach them the right way, and they don't want to do that. And that's where those guys had issues and shit. Derek is the kind of guy that he bleeds, he breathes, he lives pro wrestling. And he made a good point one day, and this maybe after hearing this you'll understand why he gets pissed off at guys like Ash and Styx, okay? Pretend like say hypothetically you were a lawyer, okay? You went to high school. After high school, you went to freaking what's it called? You went to college. You got your pre-law. Then you went from there to law school. You're freaking 29 years old. You get a job with the a public defender or something. Then hopefully, if you're lucky, you worked your ass off. By the time you're 40, you could freaking go and
hang your own shingle.
Yeah, you could go and start your own firm or get onto another firm and start making a shitload of money. Okay? And then some guy comes up to you and says, you know what? I've seen every frickin' episode of Law and Order, so I know that easily I can do what you do. Wouldn't that just make you fucking nuts?
Yeah.
Okay? He deals with that from just about everybody in SL Wrestling. They say, hey, I've been watching wrestling for this many years and that many years. I don't have to learn from you. I can already do what you do. So that's where the frustration comes from with him.
In Ash's case, because I've heard Ash's side now, but I never heard Derek's. In Ash's case, they wanted to fucking change Ash from what he was. See, here's the thing. I have an issue with a lot of these fans. They're image makers. They don't fucking let you. They won't let you be who you want. So basically, they want you to be a puppet.
Because do you know why that is, though, Ransom? Because if you let them determine who they're going to be, you're going to have 1,000 fucking CM Punks. You're going to have 1,000 Undertakers. You're going to have 1,000 freaking Crow Stings. You see what I mean? Look at Ash Cuervo right now. How in the world is that guy not ashamed of himself, dude? Because after you look at Shinja, and you still going to go with that? I mean, Shinja's been doing that shit since 2008.
Yeah, and you know what? Ash Cuervo is also ripping off Ash Faith.
Yeah, but they're all ripping off Shinja.
Well, the part I'm saying about where he's ripping off Ash Faith is the name. Because that is his fucking... That Ash, it's pronounced Ashay.
Right.
But he uses Ash because everybody calls him Ashy.
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
That is his real life. That's his real life modeling name.
Right on. That's fine.
So that's where I'm saying, and the look, yeah, he looks. Ash has changed his look a bit, or quite a bit over the time. But this dude again.
But these are two guys that have no interest in true originality. Why would I go watch them when I could go watch the actual Shinja?
But see, Ash isn't doing the Shinja bit anymore. We'll call it the Shinja bit. He's not doing that anymore. He's changed his whole MO.
Okay, well, hopefully he has, and hopefully it's a good original gimmick.
Well, everybody bites off somebody.
To a certain extent, yeah, but
I bite off Shane Douglas because, like I said, I know Troy, and I know Troy a little bit. He's on my Facebook, so I know him a little bit.
I've got freaking Kim Kardashian on my Facebook.
I talked to Troy.
Well, she said thank you to me. Well, no, it wasn't her. It was someone else. It was a wrestler that I said happy birthday, or I said happy birthday to her, and she said thank you.
Yeah, I talked to Troy.
Okay, well, that's fine, and that's cool, dude. I mean, but again, the problem is with those guys is...
I'm doing it as a tribute, and mind you now, if there was other people doing it, I wouldn't, for the simple fact that I wanted something that nobody else was doing.
Yeah, you may be able to get away from it. Actually, dude, I'll be honest with you, dude. I thought your fucking Indian guy was good.
I'm still Native American because I'm half Native American.
Right
But I
on,
won't
but
do
that
I won't do a Native style wrestler because to me it's degrading. And then
why?
I heard the whole Tonto fucking thing. The first place I ever interviewed
Good, but
ECWF.
dude, stop for a minute. Good.
I'm not coming to a ring in
What
a headdress.
what did we just say like 20 minutes ago?
I'm not coming to the ring with a head because to me it's degrading. The
What's
way they
degrading
pitched
about
it
it?
to me. I'm not coming to the ring in a loincloth and a headdress and doing a fucking war dance.
It's okay. Well, like I just thought your look was cool back then.
I still
Um,
have the look.
well, I don't. Yeah, great. I'm just saying. I thought it was cool. Nobody else does that.
But see, when I applied at DCWF, the first thing out of their mouth was, "Oh, you're going to do a Tonto." You know what you know what happens in the real world if you call a Native American Tonto?
Well, I'm Native American. Call me Tonto, and I won't give a shit.
Well, my mother grew up on a reservation. It's like calling somebody a house nigger.
No, I hear you. I get that, and I understand what you're saying. But again, it's wrestling, and that's what you're gonna get. It's the reaction. Tatanka had to deal with that shit all the time.
Tatanka's an Italian guy, by the way.
That's
So
well,
is
so
Chief Dick
freaking.
Strongbow.
Santino Marella is a fucking Canadian. you know.
Yeah.
So was Iron Eyes Cody. Iron Eyes Cody was a fucking Italian, dude. So what? It doesn't matter, dude. All that matters is what's going on in the character. And
But see,
go ahead, go ahead.
I like my character. I like my character
I
as
thought
he
your
is.
character was cool. If you could have freaking sold it, it would have been good. I never seen you try to sell it. We never got that far, but I just, you had a good look and it was different from everybody else. I mean, I'll give you that. And
I've got
I would have been interested. I would have been
look.
interested to see how far that you could go with that.
But see, that whole franchise thing hits to me because I want to be counterculture. I want to push the envelope.
Dude, why are you and Maven enemies?
All right. Here's the thing. I'm going to tell you why.
You
I'm going
guys
to tell you.
want the
I
exact
kind of
same
explained
shit.
it. I wrote his first show. I
Okay.
remember being in his arena, me and Ash sitting up at night. We had shows planned for 6 months, and I'm not talking. Oh, we'll do a show this month. We'll do a show. No, we had the shows from opening to close planned out for 6 months for him, while he did nothing.
Okay.
And you know, Maven's a control freak.
Maven's just look.
Maven's
Maven's like Sticks. But actually, the difference with Maven is if you're not talking about wrestling with Maven, he's actually a very nice kid. I mean, he's a little freaking hyped up, but he's actually a pretty decent guy. The minute you
Right.
start getting into SL wrestling, he takes that shit so. I mean, the guy's full of shit. That's the one biggest problem. He lies a lot, and that's fine. I understand, and that's why it's hard for me to take anything that guy does or says seriously. But
Well,
when he tells me what he's looking for in a Fed, man, you guys want the exact same thing. It
but
doesn't
here's
make
the
sense.
thing,
You guys don't get along.
Maven's a control freak.
Yeah, well, that's
No, why do you think they call him Hitler Mickey?
I've never heard them call him that because I just don't think Maven is. I don't know.
Well, they call him Hitler Mickey. He's a control.
Hitler Mickey, is that what they call him? Hitler?
Yeah.
I don't even. What's Hitler Mickey?
Well, because when he gets mad, his voice goes up like Mickey Mouse. And he's a control freak like Hitler.
Oh, fuck me, that's funny.
But anyway, so like I said, I'm trying to figure out the monitor, and he's screaming at me to shut the fuck up. Look, I'm not gonna have some 20-year-old kid screaming, telling me blatantly, shut the fuck up. I'm talking.
Well,
Who the fuck? Well, fuck, when did you get on the cross, motherfucker?
well, it's.
And then he fires me the day before the show, after I wrote the whole fucking thing.
Well,
Right? And then he's like, because he's an idiot. Then somehow he gets a hold of my real life information and calls my house.
Well,
And I basically told him, look, well, now that you have the number, motherfucker, give me your address. I will mail you a one-way plane ticket here.
right on.
I will mail.
You're fucking.
He goes, what do you mean one way? I said, dude, because you will never go back fucking home. I said, you think I'm lying, Maven? I will give you my former inmate number, and you can check out my MO. You will never go home.
Oh, you're killing me! Stop.
That's why me and Maven don't get along. And I've tried work, and we were going to work with him one time. He was going to
Ransom.
EW, and
Ransom.
then like
Are you running SL from the Who's Scout? Just let me know, dude. I mean, are you freaking doing it?
But I am running it with a prison mentality.
That makes a lot. What'd you do time for? Just out of curiosity.
Assault and battery.
My man.
Well, it's a long story, and I was
Trust
in
me,
the
I don't
wrong.
want to hear it. I just.
No, I'm just going to tell you this. I was in the wrong for the right reasons.
Aren't we all?
You don't insult my sister that way.
That's right. I know. I hear you. But freaking, it's just funny. You'll give David a one-way ticket out here. That's funny.
But then like he puts me. He's telling me he's going to hire. You're working for me now. You work for me now. You got to be cool. You got to be cool. I said, well, dude. First of all, I'm not working for you because I'm not in your fucking group. And second of all, I said I haven't said a fucking word to anybody in 6 months.
Next time he tells you you're working for him, just say, dude, where's my 1099?
Yeah.
That's simple.
Well, that's another thing with Second Life Wrestling that kills me. All these motherfuckers are exclusive. Oh, I'm exclusive here. You're not exclusive. You're not getting fucking paid.
No, but it's just like any other club, dude. I mean, it's what these are. They're not freaking feds. They're clubs, and that's what people got to start realizing. But here's the thing, dude. I'll say this. Back when I was running UWS, I was all for opening up exclusivity because I thought that was just ridiculous. I didn't once they started doing it, and you started seeing the same wrestlers at every Fed. It was like, okay, that was bad. We need exclusivity back. Seriously, and what David Hawk Actor, he had the perfect thing with OEW, which was character exclusivity. You know,
Yeah.
you should do that. That's one thing I'd suggest to you, dude. That's the only advice I can really give you that might be able to help you.
Well, see, what I've told guys that are working for me, I said, if you work anywhere else, you're not going to get the same push for a guy who's only working here.
Well, why don't you just have the people that work for you that do work other places? Why don't you just have them? Why don't you just have them use an alt? And that way, it's like you've got new characters. So, people come to see these
There's
new
an
characters.
idea.
Yeah, that's what I would do. Because it gets. I mean, like I said, I have nothing really against the Fangs at all. Okay, I mean,
I don't like Candy for personal reasons.
Yeah, and I know certain people have their personal issues with them. My only problem with them is, and I say this with all due respect to them, I understand. I respect the fact that they show up and they work and they do. You can count on them. Okay, that's the positive about them. The problem is they're killing the business or the business. Did I just say that? They're killing the community because it's by going to every Fed as these characters. It's just no point in it. There's no point going to going to.
Another thing I want to bring up on a side note, another fucking piece of shit.
Okay.
I don't know if you heard the whole story with the fiasco lately of JWB Swing.
I haven't. I'm worried about JW right now, man.
Well, JW came to me, him and Matt Mercado. Matt was going to leave Vince. JW wanted to get back in wrestling. They wanted to start a new Fed. They wanted me and Ash in it, and a couple other guys who stuck with me after the whole JW thing. And I'm like, well, we can't do anything because we don't have land. I said, dude, I've got land. I own a plot of land. I've got an arena on a skybox above it, just in case I decided to fucking go back to wrestling. And I have the most unique arena in the fucking world, by the way, because I'm a snob. And it
doesn't matter, though. It doesn't matter because I'll tell you what I told the guy last night that was talking about, opening up a Fed. If it depends, if you just want to open a Fed the way you want to do it, that's fine, and then that's what you need. But if you want to get up there to try to, get people that work at VWE and DCWF to maybe look at you and come join you,
they need pretty arenas.
You got to. It's got to pass the eye candy test. You got to have the freaking plot to do it.
Well, here's the thing. Mine's all brick and steel.
That's cool.
We're the underground. I don't want fancy. I don't want the flashy lights. I don't want the glitz. And that shit causes lag anyway. But so anyway, I'm like, JW, I've got the fucking land. I've got the arena. Okay, well, we'll use that. We need a group, though. Well, I got a group. It's not doing nothing. My old Fed group. We'll use that. And then he's telling me he wants me to retire him, blah, 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 blah. And the next thing I know, Matt Mercado deletes and blocks me. JW goes to tells me, well, I'll be working at APW and UHW now. And blah, 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 blah. I'm like, well, fine, dude, as long as you fucking honor your word.
Why do I have this distinct feeling that there's like a whole part of this story that you kind of skipped over?
No, I didn't. No.
So Are you sure? Okay.
I haven't even got to the good part yet.
Okay, go ahead.
So I'm talking to him on Skype one night, and he's like, dude, I got a pain in my stomach. I think I got a hernia. I'm like, dude, you might want to go to the doctor and have that fucking shit checked out. Hernias are not something you want to be maybe in,
Yeah, no shit.
you know? And then 5 minutes later, Joey, he's like, the side of my liver on is flat.
The what?
The side of my body, my liver on is flat. I'm like, isn't it supposed to be flat? I don't know. I'm not a fucking doctor. So, because I got to go to the doctor
Yeah.
on my fucking child's life, on my only, if I'm lying, may God take my own child with me. In 35 minutes, he gets back on Skype and tells me he was diagnosed at the emergency room with cirrhosis of the liver.
JW said that?
JW, how do you get diagnosed in 35 minutes in an emergency room with cirrhosis of the liver? You need a
Well,
liver specialist.
no. Okay, first for starters, JW I don't think's ever taken a drink in his life, and he's far too young to get cirrhosis of the liver.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know any other way other than alcohol to get it. I've never heard of anybody getting cirrhosis without drinking. You know that.
I think long-term hepatitis B and C will cirrhosis your liver too. I believe. I'm not positive,
but
though.
yeah, I mean, look, JW sometimes doesn't explain himself well, and he may have not been diagnosed. They may have taken some tests, and then
He was diagnosed. He definitely had it, and they told him he was going to need treatment for it for the rest of his life every Tuesday night, which conveniently was the night my shows are.
Okay, yeah, that's good. Yeah, they wouldn't say every Tuesday night. That's okay.
My mother has fucking cirrhosis of the liver, and she doesn't go for treatment.
Look, I didn't believe JW's got cirrhosis of the liver because, the guy, he's freaking like 24, 29. I don't even think he's in his mid-20s yet.
He's a liar.
Well, that may be, but you're talking about you just described half the fucking community, bro. They're all liars.
I'm not. I'm just an asshole.
But you understand that that's not an endearing quality, right?
I would rather be honest. And
Would
an
you just
asshole,
rather get along with people? Don't you have any desire to get along with people and just
I do,
compromise?
but I'm not going to get along on their terms.
Well, no, but there's a thing in the world called compromise. Sometimes but you won't live on their terms, but you expect them to accept you
I
on your
expect them to meet
terms.
me halfway. No, I expect them to meet me halfway. I will meet anybody halfway.
Huh?
Look, you and I have been going at it for how long?
We never go at it. I mean,
You've motherfucked me on Facebook. You've motherfuckking.
No, I don't motherfucker. I take cheap shots at you, but not.
Well, to me, that's
like,
motherfucking.
Yeah, I just kind of because I think it's it's just I do it out of fun and humor. I don't, but have I ever said anything actually hurtful?
Really, I don't know. The only thing that sticks out in my mind that somebody's going to come stab me in my back and then slit my throat.
I've never
That's
said
why I
that.
sleep with my door unlocked.
I never said that.
Not you. I don't remember who said it, but it was said on a digital round table.
Well, but here's the thing: you've got a lot of people.
They're drones, and you know what? I love it. I love it. Keep my name in their mouth. I love it.
Well, that's then.
I don't bother with none of them.
Yeah, but then
you're
getting what you want. You're getting what you want. Then I mean, that's I guess that's answering my question.
I'm the most infamous wrestler in fucking Second Life Wrestling, and I haven't been in a ring in years.
But okay, well, I mean. Look, does that make you happy, bro? Seriously, because is that honestly what you believe?
It makes me happy that I'm still in their mouth, yeah. Because
but you honestly believe that that's what you are, and that's who you are.
Because see, I know me, and people who know me, and them, and in an hour, you know more about me than these people that have been talking shit about me for 3 years.
Right, but you act like. Here's the thing. It's like you've got this vision of you as this guy who breaks all the rules and breaks down walls and shit, and people look at him as the infamous guy, the bad guy and shit like that.
Dude,
Actually, in reality, you're that and don't take this the wrong way. I'm just comparing you. I'm not saying you're this guy, but they look at you like that idiot kid that can't freaking keep his shit together that they bully in the fucking classroom.
But see, here's the thing, though. No, they don't bully me.
They do.
They bully
because I participated in it, and it's not right.
They bully me. So, realistically now, who bullies me? Has anybody rolled up in my face and ever said shit? No, they mute me and then talk shit. So basically they're bullying a Helen Keller when we both know I'm not.
What happens is look, you're banned from all these places, and that's where they talk shit about you. And
let them.
No, you can't. Don't say that because you just told me an hour ago. Frickin' why are you pissed? I was like, why are you pissed at Ty and Jim? Well, they banned me. They cockblocked me. How'd they cockblock? Well, they banned me for this and for no reason. And now you're saying,
they talk shit about me. They damn it
I've
talk shit
never,
about. So
I've never
basically,
heard
they're
them
talking
talk shit
behind my
about you.
back, and that's the shit that aggravates me
I've never
because
heard Tyrus or Jen or any of the people there talk shit about you. They just don't even regard you at VWE. They don't. The people I've met from VWE, and I've got a couple of friends there, they don't even think about you there. You're irrelevant to them. The people that actually give you the any kind of freaking attention at all are like the lower feds. Those are the
like
ones. So I mean, but
Kurt Bombastic is very outspoken about me, and Curtis is another one of those guys who's come up to Winnipeg and meet me, and give me an address. Well, come find me. Well, geez, yeah, Winnipeg is a small place. I'll find you in 10 minutes.
well, it's look. Kurt's my friend, and at the same time, I'm like, hey, I get it. I'm not going to defend Kurt. Kurt doesn't need me to defend him. Um, it's just that's just too far, dude. That's just not. I'm not like I'm talking figuratively. That's just two guys. Yeah, I mean, look. I play guys on Xbox from all over the country, and like I'll play like on Madden or something like that, and I'll get on Xbox Live and play some guy. Every once in a while, half the time I play, I'll freaking play some kid that's like 16, 17 years old that acts all jerky and shit, and he starts talking shit because he knows I'm not going to go get him. I'm not going to waste my time with that. Why? It's not worth it. Why put yourself in that position to even get aggravated by that, dude?
Well, I guess I take the invite serious.
He can say they can invite you all they want. It's keyboard muscles, bro. People fucking in SL have keyboard muscles. It's like a telephone tough guy. You're on the telephone. Yeah, I'll talk shit about you. But I'll tell you this right now. Everybody I've ever had issue with, I honestly believe if they lived across the street from me, I never would have had issues with them. And that's the honest to God truth.
Bingo.
Okay, but again, if my aunt had balls, she'd be my uncle. So I don't deal in variables like that. My only advice to you, dude, is just do what makes you happy. And if it's unfortunate though, if pissing people off makes you happy, but eventually people
I'll not really piss them off. I like ruffling feathers, and like I said, man, a lot of them didn't understand it. It's kayfabe.
But I'll tell you, I got to be honest with you.
Go ahead.
I got to be honest with you. That video you guys did about Jen, Ty, and Vendetta and everything, that was way over the line, bro. That was, you guys really crossed the line there.
They've crossed lines too.
No, bro. You went, dude. They may have like sliced you with a knife, but you just basically fucking went nuclear on them.
Well, here's the thing, Joey. Like I said earlier in this talk, you don't win fights taking punches.
But there is no fights. That's what I'm saying. You got this militant attitude.
Off the line.
Well,
Anyway,
that's what's going to kill you, is because everything's a fight to you, dude. That's why you get yourself, you got the reputation you have. Everything's a fight to you. There's no such thing as somebody that just talks shit and say, oh, fuck them. Do you know why freaking Vendetta, is who she is?
A hacker?
I'm sorry?
Calls me a hacker?
I've never heard her call you a hacker, but do you know why she has the respect of everybody? And I'm sure you'll have some kind of critical accusation, and that's fine. But the thing is, she's had her share of people that don't like her for whatever reason. But when they talk shit or tried to piss her off or whatever, she doesn't respond. As little respect as I've always had for Seth Cameron. Well, no respect. I don't really respect the guy at all. I give the guy credit where credit is due.
He makes a good HUD.
The one, no, it's too buggy. But anyway, the problem
I
was,
like it, actually.
I like a lot of the freaking gestures and shit. But look, the fact is, the guy fucking straight out, dude. The one thing that he did is better than anybody. Is so many people would talk shit about him, and he deserved it. He deserved every shit that was spoken about him. He deserved, but he never. How should I put this? He never entertained it. Okay, he never indulged them. He never freaking spoke back. So you get tired, bro. I mean, nobody throws rocks at anybody laying down, dude. And I'll tell you this, dude. Seth Cameron's such a. This is how little respect I got for him. Okay, I've tried to fucking get that guy to meet me one-on-one for God knows how long. He lives out here in California. Okay, he probably lives, well, he used to at least. Okay, he freaking, and on Second Life, I tried to sit down and have a meeting with him. Well, he was going around when we were doing the freaking SL Hall of Fame. Okay, he was going around telling freaking
I heard
certain
about
people.
that, and I want to ask you something.
Okay.
Finish your story. I want to ask you something about that.
Well, let me finish on, and I'll answer anything you want. He was telling certain individuals who, unlike him, have plenty of credibility, that he felt that any SL Hall of Fame that didn't include him was bogus. Okay, so I called him out on that, and then he started talking shit about me, as if he was making it like he was talking to me on his own Facebook and made sure I wouldn't see it. Well, guess what? I saw it, and I fucking confronted him, and the guy never freaking even responded to me. So fine, the guy's a coward, and I left it at that, and I haven't bothered him since. I don't. It doesn't make it's not fun for me to push around a guy that doesn't want to fight me. There's no glory in that. Okay. Go ahead, ask your question about the.
Right now, and this has to do directly with the Hall of Fame thing.
Okay.
You did include Alp and Chris.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Enough said.
Yeah, but and understand that whole Hall of Fame thing. It wasn't some. I wasn't trying to be before, because I want to make sure this is straight, because everyone.
Can I go in the asshole way?
Go ahead. Be feel free. Yeah. But everyone thought that I was trying to speak for everybody. Well, you know what? That was not the case. It's whether they like it or not, it's a Wrestling Hall of Fame. Whether they like it or not, it takes place in Second Life. Therefore, I call it the SL Wrestling Hall of Fame. They want to change that, and they want me to freaking have more people vote on it, and I say, fuck them. They can do their own. Okay? If they...
VWE has one, don't they?
Well, that was my whole point of doing this, because, VWE has them, but they put all these... they put people like freaking Seth in it. They put people like Benbei in it, and yet people like Vendetta, people like... Shinja, they didn't get no freaking play. Derek Cole doesn't get any.
I'm going to tell you what on that, and I'm going to pay Vendetta a tad of respect. I think Vendetta won't go in it because of the simple fact that Hawks broke away from VWE, and now they're basically, and I use the term loosely, they're a DCWF satellite company because it's on their land, isn't it?
Well, one thing you're missing is you seem to be under the ideals that Seth is still calling shots, and it's official. He's no longer calling any shots there, and it's, from what I've been told, it's how should I put it? Like it's basically the leaders now are Jen and Ty, and they're more fair. I mean, Vendetta's back working in frickin' VWE.
Oh, see, I didn't know this because I'm out of the loop.
All the bridges that Seth burned as owner. It seems like Jen and Ty have repaired those. Okay, a lot of people that left because of him are back in VWE now, and it's and they like I said, Jen. I respect Jen. I think she's a pretty, she's very nice for one. She's very cool, but I trust her to not be a two-face. And that's and until she proves me wrong, I'm going to give her that. Ty, I have nothing but love for Ty. She's just a freaking good-hearted person, and I've already told you the respect I have for Vendetta. So things are different now over there, and I'm glad to see it. Because they're it's just. It's better to see people get along than it is to see everybody fight. I don't know. I shouldn't say it, 'cause sometimes I like to watch. I love that's why I kind of have a love for you, because for idiots like me, you entertain me. Okay.
Well, and you know what? That's what it's supposed to be about.
But again, I'm the lowest common denominator, so that's nothing to freaking brag about.
No, and the thing is, I don't care. I don't care what they think about me, because see, here's the thing. Unlike them, when I turn Second Life off, I'm done.
No, you're not. Bullshit. You just sat there and told me, dude, that if a guy pisses you off, you want to meet him in real life.
This is when they piss me off in real life.
No, you got anger fucking problems, bro. That's your problem.
I have anger problems.
You got anger problems, dude.
Well, let me tell you the truth, and I have a friend of mine that works in the mental health field that I hang out with, and I have espresso every Saturday morning with.
Yeah, that's what you need, freaking espresso.
So I love caffeine.
Obviously, there's a shock.
Well, I'm an insomniac.
Hits keep coming.
As a kid. No, even as a kid, I've always had a hard time sleeping through the night. So I'll drink coffee. I can drink a pot of coffee and go to sleep.
I can you know what? Why don't you smoke weed, bro?
You know why I don't smoke weed? Because when I was a kid and I smoked weed, it made me just feel stupid.
You could use a fucking joint, dude. I'm not gonna lie, dude.
No, let me
You
tell you.
might
Let me
see
tell you
things
what. I have a
differently.
different alternative to that, and a lot of people don't know this about me. And I'll give you a little insight. Every morning I wake up. Like I said, I don't sleep well. If I get 5 hours to sleep in a row, to me that's a lot. But I'm up every morning at dawn. Right, I told you my mother's Native American. Every morning I'm up at dawn. I burn some sage, some cedar, some juniper, and I cleanse all that negativity off me.
You're shitting me.
Swear to God, dude. I burn sage, cedar, and juniper every morning because the natives believe that your spirit.
I know exactly what that is. I'm part Native American,
Okay,
bro.
so then you know your spirit is at its
Yes.
strongest at dawn. So I get up in the morning every dawn, even if it's raining, I'll do it on my porch, and I say my morning prayers, and but all the shit I'm grateful for because as a native, you know you don't pray for yourself, you pray for everything else.
And yet you're the angriest fucking guy I've ever seen in this community. You know, I mean,
Well, sometimes my mother has told me sometimes I should smudge in the afternoon too.
you need to fucking just smoke. You know what? Let me just tell you this, and I can say this because I'm another Native. Well, I'm not going to go that far because if you're going to take it personal, but you just need to get high, dude. You need a whole new perspective, dude, and just to chill
I
out.
don't, and there's personal reasons why I don't indulge. Some bad shit happened.
Guy like you, getting high
Drugs
could
scare
hurt
me.
you.
They always have because of personal reasons.
I used to have anxiety attacks when I was a kid when they were from weed, but I'm telling you, dude, freaking, you need to get high.
No, you know what I do? Actually, I get on a certain game I play on my computer and I go kill shit, and it calms me down.
Again, that's bro. Keep doing what you do. Hey, listen, Rand man, I'm glad we had a chance to talk. The truth is, no, I did not say that to Jenny, and I think she may have just confused me with somebody else. Okay. I don't have any problems with you, dude. I mean,
No, that's not
I
what you
think
said.
no. I know that. Well, I'm just saying I don't have any problems with you.
Well, I don't have any problems with you now.
I think you're an asshole. Okay, I'm not going
Thank
to
you very
deny that.
much. That's the nicest thing somebody has said to me in about 8 hours.
That's why you're an asshole. Okay, so, dude, I wish you luck with your endeavor. Seriously, I really hope it works
We're
out.
gonna do it for fun, and everybody's like, "Oh, you're hiring these assholes." And well, you know what? Fucking assholes need a place to fucking do their thing. And
Yeah.
until they're an asshole to me, I don't go on word of mouth. That's why I come to the source and I ask.
No, I hear you, and
You
and
know,
I respect
and
that.
unlike a lot of people in Second Life, where they won't respond. At least you had. I'll give you this much credit. You had the balls to fucking respond at least, which puts you on a fucking higher level than most of these cocksuckers. Because I don't block anybody. I don't hide from anybody. I don't run from anybody. If somebody wants to get up in my box, say, dude, what is your fucking problem? No, do what I just did now. I'll spend an hour explaining it.
Yeah, and
And
that's
if,
and
and,
that's
and, and, and if they walk away still thinking I'm a piece of shit, and it's like, hey, well, what the fuck? I don't care. I'm not gonna lose any sleep over it.
no. Well, yeah, you will because you just said you don't.
Well, I'm not gonna lose any sleep over
You're
that.
gonna lose any more sleep. Okay.
I'm gonna lose sleep over watching Game of Thrones tonight.
Right on. Okay. Well, listen, man. Godspeed to you. Like I said, I hope it all works out for you, bro. Seriously.
Well, if it don't,
Just do.
I'll
I'm gonna ask you to
back
do me a
to my
favor, though. I'm gonna ask you to do me a favor. If you want to do it, great. If not.